And welcome to another episode of Taboo Talk, featuring your very own pastor, me, Lady Charmaine Day. Today's show is guaranteed to be full of sensitive, intimate, natural conversations rarely talked about in the Christian community. So now let's begin your spiritual consultation. Are you ready? Great. You are looking phenomenal, awesome, precious, and special, because those are all adjectives I would use to describe you. You simply are very, very wonderful and so kind to so many people. You take the time to help others, and that's rare in this world today. So let me give you a warm round of applause for being so kind and incredible. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. God works through people. He's working through you to be a blessing to others. I have a couple announcements for the beginning the show. If you haven't already, please download onto your Android or iPhone the Lady Charmaine Day app. This app is my gift to you for tuning into the show and for being a part of the ministry. The Lady Charmaine Day app that has features to allow you to listen to Taboo Talk radio show, over 300 shows from your phone, to watch Taboo Talk virtual show right from the palm of your hand, and to read my blog. You can also call me with a prayer request. I will pray with you and for you. And there's a QR scanner and tip calculator for your convenience. So please download for free the Lady Charmaine Day app. And when you have a chance, please visit www.ladycharmaineday.com. There you can read my blog, find out more about this ministry, see more about this show, and you can visit my store. In my store, I have great products and programs that you can buy that will help me continue to do this ministry. And in particular, when you're there, I hope you pick up your copy of Lady Day's Pearls of Wisdom. This book is full of information to help you have a happy, peaceful, wonderful, healthy lifestyle life. So please get your copy today. Your purchase helps me to continue this ministry. And my ministry is done online through Taboo Talk, through my social media, through my website, and through my app. And now, without further ado, let me tell you my final announcement, which is to thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You are such a blessing. You were prayed for, and you are welcome to be here. So thank you. Thank you. Well, now we're going to begin the show, and let me tell you what today's show's topic is. You know, October is Breast Awareness Month, and we have a breast cancer survivor here today to share with us her testimony about having breast cancer and what all that happened to her. So please help me welcome Nicole Simmons by allowing me to tell you more about her. Nicole Simmons grew up first in Harlem, then in Queens. She loved school and was a straight A student. Nicole attended Baruch for 2 years, where she studied business administration. Today, she is a station agent for New York City Transit with 23 years experience in November. Nicole is passionate about her family. She's happily married and the mother of 4 children. Unfortunately, one passed away, and she still has 3 boys and 1 girl. She has 3 boys and 1 girl. One passed away. Nicole is a resilient and blessed woman who leaves a lasting impression as strong, caring, loving, and positive. Help me help you by welcoming this force of nature, this wonderful, wonderful woman. Hi, Nicole. How are you? You're muted.
Okay, there you go.
How you doing, Nicole?
Hi, Charmaine. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for doing Taboo Talk today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, October is Breast Awareness Cancers Month, and if I'm focusing my efforts today to bring awareness to this topic because this is a disease that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with within their lifetime. It's estimated that more than 250,000 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and more than 40,000 will perish for it. Breast cancer is the second leading cause of death among women, but let's focus on the positive. There are more than 3.3 million breast cancer survivors in this country. Increasing the odds of surviving breast cancer is about early detection. And I'm glad that you're here today to share your story. To get started, let's begin with a few icebreakers. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. If you woke up tomorrow as an animal, what animal would you be and why?
A bird.
A
I
bird?
would, yes. I believe that a bird is strong. It's and you have to, I believe, to have the ability to fly, you have to have faith.
Yes.
And that's, and they're beautiful. Birds are very beautiful. Just to watch them, it's a beautiful thing. So I would like, that's the animal that I would like to be.
Oh, that's wonderful. What's your ideal activity on a sunny day like today?
A sunny day, I like to go to the park. If it was the summertime, maybe the beach or the pool, somewhere where like the sun is direct, and just with my family, just enjoy the day.
Oh, that's nice. If you were sent to a deserted island, all your basic needs were taken care of, food, shelter, and clothing, what 5 people or things would you bring with you to the island?
It would be 5 people, if and it would be my husband, my 3 children, and my granddaughter.
Oh,
And I don't know, but some way my siblings and father would have to make it there. But if I could only bring 5, it would be those 5 people.
okay. So are you warmed up, Nicole?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay,
okay.
okay. So let's begin at the beginning. How did you find out you were diagnosed with cancer?
I actually, it was my first mammogram. I I had never had one. Because like during self breast exams, and I had no like feelings like I might feel sick or anything might be wrong. So I didn't think it was important until my GYN, she said that I was past the time, because at the time I had my mammogram, I was 44.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a regular test. I just went to get the mammogram, and that's when they found something. They found something. They called it calcifications, and they said that it's nothing to be alarmed about. It's normal, quote unquote normal, for women to have dense breasts, especially African American women to have dense breasts or fibrosive breasts. So it's nothing to be alarmed about. And then they did a biopsy, they did further tests, and that's when they realized it was breast cancer.
Oh my goodness. So, was this totally unexpected?
It was like, I'm gonna say for a while, I didn't believe it to be like, I knew they was telling the truth because I got a second opinion. But it was just, I was really shocked. I was really shocked. I had known of cousins like like cousins that I don't know, but I've known of cousins that had been diagnosed with breast cancer. And after I was diagnosed, I found out my father's mother had breast cancer, but like later in life, like she was, she was a little older, so it was they couldn't do anything, like they couldn't do any surgery because of her age and her physical, just it would have been too much on her. Because I believe she might have been in her 70s when she was diagnosed, but I found that out after being diagnosed.
Got you. That it ran in the family.
Right.
Okay. What treatments did you use, and what were some of your dark days like?
I had a double mastectomy.
What does that mean?
They took off both breasts. The breast cancer was found on my left breast, and the doctor, after giving me all the information, he said the decision was mine as to what I wanted, if I wanted to just do the breast that the breast cancer was found, or if I wanted to do both. But when getting more information, I had triple negative breast cancer, which is very aggressive. And it was a chance that years later it could come back on the right side.
Right.
So to avoid that, I did a double mastectomy. And then I had, before the surgery, they did a couple of tests and they said it wasn't in my lymph nodes, which I was really happy about because, by it being in your lymph nodes, that means that it has the ability to travel to other places in your body. But during the surgery, they found it in my lymph nodes, and also they found not only the spot that they saw in the left breast, they found it behind my nipple. So I had to have 5 months of chemo and 2 months of radiation after surgery.
Goodness grief.
Yeah.
How did you endure?
As I look back, it wasn't easy. Mentally it wasn't easy. Physically, it was hard. I have young children, so I really believe that because of them, I was able to go on, and I couldn't be negative. I couldn't be like so sad, because they feed off of me. They look at me, they looking to see how mommy is, and but I had a lot of support. Really a lot of support. I never had a chemo treatment by myself. I had a girlfriend that went with me to almost every treatment. My father went, my sister went, my husband went, my brother-in-law. Like I never went alone.
Oh,
and
excellent.
Yes, it really, some days I wanted to be alone because I was so sad, but by them being there, it helped. It helped. And the nurses at where I went with, and doctors were all very, very good. Dark days, it was I mean, they warned me about all of the side effects, but knowing, like I ended up with sores in my mouth, so I couldn't eat or drink anything. It was really painful. My toenails fell off because of the chemo. I had heartburn and those things. You take some medicine and you're okay. It was more the things that it affected me physically. I lost all my hair. And it wasn't the hair loss. Honestly, like I tell everybody, it wasn't the hair loss that affected me because I knew it was going to happen. It was just when I lost it, like I remember the morning it happened. It was last November. It was my son's, it was his Thanksgiving brunch at school. And I work overnight. I worked through chemo and radiation. I worked every day. I didn't take off during chemo and radiation. So I had came in from work. I sent him to school, and I was supposed to be to the school, I believe, at like 10 o'clock. And I went to shower, and the hair was all in my shower. It was like, it didn't like just fall off a little bit. It was like big clumps. And I said, oh my God, I got to get to his school. I can't sit here and cry, like, because that's what I felt like doing. I felt like just sitting on the floor and crying, not because of the hair, but because of the reality. Because now it was a reality, like, I didn't have surgery and everything, but like to see it, to look in the mirror and see it, it was like a reality. It was like, I really have cancer, like, and then I guess like part of me like was scared, because then you start thinking about like other outcomes that can become, but I really think that was one of my darkest days. I had caught an infection from the drainage tubes, and it was really painful. It was, but other than that, I can honestly say everything. It was, I was okay. I felt I was okay. I felt I was okay, but I think that's just also who I am. Like when I experience things, I think because of things that I've been through in life, I know I just got to keep going. I got to keep going. I try not to dwell on it. I try not to let it overwhelm me, but it was, I look back now, it's like a year and a half later, and I said, wow. And I look at pictures because, I took pictures of every, after surgery, after healing, with the hair loss and everything. I mean, I lost all my hair. I lost my eyebrows. I lost my eyelashes. I lost everything.
Wow.
So it was, but I look back and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I am.
Nicole, that brings me to my next question. Having gone through this experience, what are some of the life lessons that you have learned?
Just to live life, eat healthy, or try to eat healthy. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. But just appreciate your family, your friends, your just life. It really can change in a day. It really and if you don't have that support or that faith, you can really be overwhelmed and just ready to give up, because it can get hard. It really can get hard, but really just to live your life, try to stay positive and You know, I try to stay away from negativity and from misery, because I don't know if everybody does, but I realize that I feel everything. You know, I feel like if it's a negative situation, it makes you change. It
Mhm.
makes you change, you know. So I just try to stay away, you know, just, you know, and appreciate life. I really do.
Excellent. Those are some wise words of wisdom. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
sharing that. And
Thank
how is
you.
life now? How is life now?
It's good. It's good. I mean, you know, the world we living in is, you know, is can be, I don't even know the word. Like it's challenging some days. But overall, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I um I finished radiation in June 3rd, and
Of
since
this year?
then, yes.
Wow.
So since then, I've had two scans, because I have no, since I did a mastectomy, I have no breast tissue, so I don't get mammograms. I don't so I do like a scan where they scan it, you know, they do a blood scan, a blood test where they, you know, check for cancer, and I have no cancerous cells
Praise
in my
God.
body.
Woo!
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very grateful. I am.
Excellent. And one question I have for you is what key messages do you want people in the audience to know about your journey to date?
Um, honestly, just try not to give up. Life can get hard, and not just what I've been through. You know, like people go through things that we might feel it's not hard, or it's not important, but everyone experiences things on their own level. And I feel like just try not to give up. Prayer change so much. It really does. It changes your whole outlook on situations, and you know, just to live life. You know, live life, pray, don't give up. You know, we are, a lot of times we might feel like, oh, I can't do this, or I can't get through this, or this is too hard, but we are stronger than we think. You know, I really believe that. I really believe that we, God only gives us what we can handle. And when you're going through it, sometimes you question life, you question yourself, you might even question God. But once you're through it and you look back, it it does, you know, you like, I did that, you know. And so that's really it. You know, just, you know, try to be always try to always stay strong, and be positive, and live life, you know, and pray. You know, I mean, it does make a difference.
Yes. And one thing I can say about you, Nicole, is that you're a very, very positive person. But
Thank
guess
you.
what? You are an employee, a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter, or a friend. How do you juggle so many different roles? What do you do to live a balanced life?
um I really don't know, 'cause sometimes I wonder, but I think it's just me. It's just I've always, you know, my son that passed away, um he would have been 29. So
Oh,
but for like 29 years, I've just had to do, you know, I've had to work, I've had to you know, be a mother, and I don't know no other way to be. I don't, you know, it's, you know, you know how you just, it just becomes a part of you. It just, you know, that's, you know, so, you know, it's, I guess that's just, thank God I'm able to, you know, juggle it. And, but, you know, and then I have a lot of help. I have a lot of help. My siblings, my husband, I have a lot of help, you know, so, and even my teenager, I have a 15-year-old, even he, you know, it's like everyone plays a role in my day, in my life, you know, so, you know, it does make a difference.
Excellent. Well, this is Taboo Talk. So let me ask you this question. What do you think keeps people from having their healthiest life?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What do you think is keeping people from having their healthy life?
Honestly, education and finance. You know, I really believe that a lot of times we're not educated as we should be on certain things. And personally speaking, sometimes we don't become educated till we have to, until we're dealing with something that the unknown. So we have to educate ourselves about it. And finances, it's, you know, it's hard. It's hard to live healthy. It's hard to eat healthy. It's hard to it's expensive, I should say. Not hard, it's expensive, you know. But it is free to exercise. You know, exercise and you know, but I do think that that education and finance are the two things that can change the way we live, you know, as far as health wise.
Okay. And Gina, I see that you have a question. You're muted.
Right.
Okay. I just wanted to say, you know, you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
So now she's going to have to start at a young age to start getting checked, right?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Because I know my grandmother died of my mom's mother, my maternal, died of breast cancer. So I've been getting screened since I've been 35 because it runs in the family, you know, and that's an important thing too that people have to realize.
Yes, yes. I'm definitely gonna educate her. I did get a BRCA test done, which will they said it was what I had wasn't. I did it for my daughter, of course, but also for I have sisters. So I wanted to find out if it was something that they need to be alarmed about. But it wasn't hereditary in that aspect.
Oh,
but
great.
with my daughter, it's different, like you said. So she will need to. I'm gonna make sure that it's not the same situation like it was when my grandmother. How I found out so late, you know. I'm gonna make sure she knows, you know, and is educated on, you know, on that.
That's good. Okay. Thank you, Gina, for that great question. How do you use your life experiences with your family and friends to encourage them to lead a healthy lifestyle now that you've been through this?
I in one aspect, we talk a lot. We really talk a lot. Me and, you know, my family and my friends, we talk a lot. But also, I let them learn from my mistakes. Things that I might have done wrong, or steps that I might have took, like waiting to have a mammogram. Even though, thank God, when I went, I was stage 0. That's how early they found it. By the time I had surgery, I was stage 1. So that's how aggressive. Wow. My surgery was only maybe 2 months later. But I just try to, we talk a lot and we share experiences, and I admit things that I admit things that I do that I might have took the wrong steps, or could have took different steps, so they can learn and grow and do things different.
What is your biggest inspiration, Nicole?
My children. My children. As long as I can remember, like I said, my son would have been 29. A lot of decisions I made in life were because of them and how they would be affected. They are just my children, my family. I love my family. I really do. So it's just really those really them, I should say.
Nice. What's the best piece of advice that you were ever given?
To stop being afraid. To I have a fear of things I can't control, and when it was an older lady at work that told me that, and you have to like just sometimes you have to go with the unknown and walk in faith, and you just, when she said that, it really, when I thought about what she said, because at first I was like, oh, that's not me. I'm not I don't have no, but I do. I am afraid of not being able to control things, and I realized, being diagnosed, and you can't control everything. You can't, you have to, just sometimes you have to just trust God and trust that things that are happening is for a reason, even though you might not see the reason. It is for a reason. So that was one of the best advice that I received was, just to stop, just stop being afraid, and have faith.
Amen. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Nicole, can I get your final thoughts as we're closely coming to the end of the show? What are your final thoughts?
I don't know. I really appreciate being here with you and Gina. I was a little afraid because I don't like talking, not really about the topic, because I talk about the topic to anyone who has questions or anyone that will listen, because I think that's a problem too in our community, like the unspoken, but I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything to get breast cancer, I didn't. So I think that we don't talk about it because it's seen as being something bad. And so I really appreciate you reaching out and helping me get over my fear of talking to you. Because I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna say? And but ever since I've known you, Charmaine, you have this beautiful spirit. So that wasn't, I knew that wouldn't be a problem. It was just me, just like, I'm not a really good public speaker. Right?
Yes, you are. Look at you.
Thank you. Thank you. But I really appreciate this. I do. It was a journey. It was a journey, and I made it. I made it. Yes.
Amen.
Yes, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I really am, and yes, I am.
Yes, you made it, Nicole. Thank God you made it.
Thank you so much.
And Nicole, can you please share with the listening audience your social URLs so that if they want to find you, they can?
I only have Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, it's Nicole Simmons, and on Instagram is Soft Heart 13.
Okay.
Yeah, those are only two I have.
Okay. Gina, do you have any final thoughts or questions for Nicole before we leave?
Sure. I just want to I'm just so moved by your story and who you are and how you handled it.
Thank
Your
you.
your resilience, especially on your faith. And, so many women go through this, unfortunately, and hopefully they'll have better testing for women.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
feel. But it's just I just look at you and I think, wow, God is good.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Gina. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we have come to the end of this show. This show was done because you are very, very important. You deserving the very best that life has to offer, which is prosperity, good health, information about different topics, and abundance. Because God wants you to have an abundant life. Continue seeking God's face in all that you do, and a wonderful life will occur for you. Taboo Talk featuring me, Lady Charmaine Day, your pastor, will continue to transform your mind, body, and spirit, utilizing the principles of Jesus Christ. I promise you, I will continue to find people who are subject matter experts on their experiences and knowledge, like Nicole Simmons, who came here today and shared from her heart what she went through and what she learned. And didn't you learn a lot from her story? Yes, right? But I will continue to bring people like Nicole to enlighten you and to bring you to the next level, because you are very, very special and deserve nothing else than the very best. Well, until next time, take care of yourself. Goodbye. All right.